Hi there, welcome to Sydney and also welcome here to Strathfield Station. Now our destination today is up to the Blue Mountains. Now we're going to catch this train from Strathfield, we're going to head up to Katoomba, then at Katoomba we're going to catch a bus out to Govetts Leap. Anyway, here comes the train now and we'll get on and I'll tell you more. Well, it's a V-set today. It looks like this might be one of my last rides on a V-set. This way. Well, I certainly nearly got caught there. I was expecting a Medlow set, but it ended up being a 4-car V-set. I was so concentrating on making the video that I nearly missed the train. Anyway, we're aboard now and we're on our way. Now today is Friday the 28th of November 2025. Now the train we're on left Central Station at 8:25 this morning and we picked it up at Strathfield at 8:38 and its destination is through to Lithgow. Now it's a regular Opal service, so we just got on with our Opal cards. Anyway, when we get to Katoomba, we're going to alight the train and go across the road to the bus stop just near the Carrington Hotel, and from there we're going to catch a bus through to Govetts Leap. Now the bus runs via Medlow Bath and it runs via Blackheath. And you probably think, well, why didn't we just go through to Blackheath on the train? Well, there's a reason for that, is that I'm not sure where the bus stops at Blackheath. Anyway, we're going to get on at Katoomba, out front of the Carrington Hotel, and we might even duck up and have a quick look at the Carrington Hotel. And I think that by the time we get to Katoomba, I'm going to need a coffee. So while we're at the Carrington Hotel having a look around, we also might grab a cup of coffee. Anyway, sit back and enjoy the trip and we'll see you in Katoomba. Well, my last ride on a V-set's not lasting too long. They've just announced over the loudspeaker that this train is only going as far as Penrith. And it's all off at Penrith and change for the next service. Well, I just hope it's another V-set because I don't think I'm going to get too many more rides on a V-set before these trains are finished and go to the scrap heap and the Medlows take over. Well, here we are at Penrith and we've just had a announcement over the loudspeaker that problems have been solved and we don't have to leave the train, we just stay on the train and it's going to continue on to its final destination, which is Lithgow.
And then all stations to Lithgow.
Now, I'm not sure of what's going on, but it seems to be that they're having a crew problem of some sort. Anyway, I just spoke to a crew member at the front of the train, and he said the train will be leaving in a few minutes, so we'll be on our way. Well, at the moment, we've still got a red signal up ahead, so we can't go too far with that. Well, it looks like we're away. Well, it looks like everything's sorted and we're on our way. Now we're travelling on this train on a Friday, and we're travelling using our senior pensioner gold Opal cards, and the whole day is just going to cost $2.50. Now if you're travelling on a regular Opal card, a regular adult Opal card, the day will cost you less than $10, and that includes the trip from Sydney up to Katoomba, then out on the bus, which we're going on out to Govetts Leap, back into Katoomba and back to Sydney. So it's only going to cost you less than $10. That's if you travel on a Friday, a Saturday or a Sunday. Now of course if you travel Monday to Thursday, it's going to be a bit more, it's going to be a bit less than $20. But all in all, it doesn't matter what day you travel, it's still a very good deal.
The next train to arrive on platform 1 goes to Central. First stop, Lura, then all stations.
같이 움직여야지. 일단 그쪽으로 갈게.
Now once you get to the bottom of the stairway, just turn right, tap off, and head up the town. Oh, there's a lift here also. Get to the stairs, top of the stairs, and just across the road, here's the bus stop. Now, here's the bus stop. And just up hiding behind the trees is the Carrington Hotel. Now this bus is an Opal service, runs from here and it'll take you down to the Three Sisters, down at Echo Point. But today we're not going to the Three Sisters, we're going out to Blackheath and out to Govetts Leap. Now the bus we want is the 698 and it leaves here at 11:35. Now here we are, this is the 686 via Echo Point and this is an Opal service. So it'll take you from here down to Echo Point using your Opal card. Here we are on board and we're away. This bus is certainly a lot less crowded than the bus heading down to Echo Point. Now the reason why we're catching the bus from Katoomba is because it goes along all the back roads and it gives us a look around Katoomba, Medlow, Bath and also Blackheath, where the train just whizzes through and you don't really see it a lot because it's all everything's covered by trees. But anyway, we'll get a bit. It looks like they're turning onto the highway now. I hope the bus doesn't stay on the highway for too long. Hope it turns off again and goes down a few more back streets. Well, after that little detour around the suburbs, we're back on the highway again, heading towards Blackheath. Now here's the bus stop at Blackheath. Now the station is just up the road up there. So if you want to come on the train through to Blackheath, get off at the station and just walk down. Here's Blackheath station, just here. But I don't see, there is a bus stop out front of the station. So just get off Blackheath station if you come right through to Blackheath on the train, and there's a bus stop out front of the station. Now here we're making a right hand turn which is going to take us down to Govetts Leap. you get off at Blackheath station and you can walk down Govetts Leap Road, and it's only a 20-minute walk down to Govetts Leap. But today we're taking the bus, we're a bit lazy. Okay, we just went on a bit of a detour and went around a few back streets, but now we're back on Govetts Leap Road. Oh, we're not, we're going straight ahead. Looks like we're going to do another detour. Well, we've just turned back onto Govetts Leap Road, and here we are at the Heritage Centre, Blue Mountains Heritage Centre, and we'll get up here. We're here. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Have a enjoyable day.
Thank you. Okay, here's the Heritage Centre. Okay, the Leap's just down here. We'll walk down and have a look. Well, it's a little bit further walk down to Govetts Leap from the bus stop than I thought it would be. But it's probably about 5 to 10 minutes. Now we're here in the midday. I think the best afternoon, best time of day to see the Three Sisters or Govetts Leap or look at a mountain view like this is in the afternoon or the morning. The sun's directly overhead. It's about midday here now, and you just don't get the right shadows and angles. Anyway, but it's still a great view and still worth coming here. The waterfall is Govetts Leap. I thought the view was Govetts Leap. But anyway, now I've got that sorted out. After viewing Govetts Leap, we've got to walk back up to the bus stop and the Blue Mountains Heritage Centre. Now it's all uphill, but our next stop, once we catch the bus, is Medlow Bath. And we'll get off at the Hydro Majestic, have some lunch, and hopefully they serve beer there, because after this climb, I'll need it. Now if you come here to Govetts Leap, two things you want to bring. One is a bottle of water, and the other is a coat or a jumper. Even if it's in the middle of summer, you're coming up the mountains and it could get a little bit cold. Now today I think it's going to be about 30 in Sydney, probably a little bit less up here, but I've been in Sydney where it's 30, you come up the mountains and it's just 20 or something, so you don't know what it's going to be like when you come up here. So don't let yourself get cold. Here we are back at the bus stop. And the visitor centre. Now we haven't got much time before the bus goes, but we'll have a quick look around the visitor centre. Hello, how are you? How are you? Good, thanks.
Oh, I love the
Oh, this looks nice. I'd like to stay here for an hour and just sit there and watch these beautiful pictures. But Lunchy's calling at the Hydro Majestic, so I better get back out to the bus stop and come back here next time. There's another walking track from Govetts Leap up to the visitor centre to the bus stop here, and it's a much more windier track and it's not as steep. I'll let you find that track. Probably a good idea to go in to the visitor centre as soon as you arrive, and they'll probably have a map in there for you, or they'll show you where the other track is, so it's not as steep. But I made it, and it's gave me a really good thirst for a beer when I get to the Hydro Majestic. In fact, I'm so thirsty I might have two. Well, here comes our bus now. Medlow bar?
Now I'm going to Medlow bus station.
Yeah, we're on our way again. Well, here we are back on the highway again. Now here we are back at Medlow Bar, and there's only one bus stop here, and that's at the station. So we'll have to get off here at the station and walk over the bridge to the Hydro Majestic.
Hey. Hey,
So-
where are you from? Doing your travels?
We will, thank you.
Nambucca Heads.
You're from Nambucca?
Yeah.
I lived up at Scott's Head for about 5 years.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I used to run up the air but when I was younger.
Bye.
Cheers, mate.
Well, this has got to be the fanciest overpass I've ever seen. Yeah. There's a lift going down this side of the road, but not on the other side of the road. You got to walk. I think there's a newer version of the hotel just up here. Chris seems to have found it. What we're looking for is a restaurant there. It's called the Boiler Room. Now the place or the restaurant I was looking for is actually called the Boiler House. And there it is over there. Oh. Oh, this looks nice. Now I checked out the Boiler House's menu on the internet, on their website, but I didn't make a reservation because I wasn't real sure the time we would be here.
Hello.
How you go?
Interested in a seat with us?
Table for two, thanks.
All right, of course, yeah. I'll see you through.
Thanks very much.
Excuse me just a minute. All right, just this way.
Oh, fantastic. Oh. Well, you can't complain about the view, can you? Beautiful. Oh. Thanks very much.
Best view. So I'll get some water over for you first of all.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks very much. Delicious. Well, that looks good. We're both having the pork schnitzel. Well, that was a great lunch. And here we are, back at the overpass. And this time, I think I'll take the lift.
Doors closing. Please lock the doors. Bridge. Doors opening.
Let's see, trains leave Medlow 9 minutes past the hour weekdays afternoon. So it looks like we got a train in 11 minutes.
How many?
11.
This stop is Blackheath. Use doors on the left in the direction of travel.
See you, my friend.
The gap when boarding or alighting from the train.
Use doors.
Well, here we are back at Strathfield. I'd like to say goodbye now and thank you very much for watching. And also like to thank all the train drivers and all the bus drivers and all the guards and all the people who work in the transport industry and all the people who work in the hospitality industry. Thanks very much for all the work you do, because without you people, an old bloke like me wouldn't be able to get out and have any fun. Anyway, thanks a lot and we'll see you all next week. Bye now.